CSF analysis. Introduction. The cerebrospinal fluid is a colorless clear fluid. In normal adult, about 100 to 150 ml of CSF present in the ventricles of brain and central canal of spinal cord. It serves as a fluid buffer and acts as a reservoir to regulate the content of cranium. On gross examination, there is no sediment reaction, is alkaline, and specific gravity is 1.006 to 1.008. Cell count, leukocyte count. It is done within first half an hour after withdrawal, because on longer standing the cell begins to disintegrate. Normally 0 to 10 cells per millimeter cube, all of which are lymphocytes are present. In children, a normal count is slightly high, about 20 cells per millimeter cube. The polymorphs are found only in pathological conditions. The cell count should be done soon after collection of the fluid. Differential count. The centrifuge a little CSF and make 3 smears for deposit. The first smear stain by Leishman stain to observe leukocyte. The second stain with a gram stain to look for meningococci. And the third smear for Zeal-Nielsen stain to look for acid phosphate. Total count is done as follows. CSF composition: crystal white 0.2 grams. Glacial acetic acid 10 ml, distilled water 90 ml, filter if cloudy, add a trace of potassium oxide to prevent clotting. The Fauch-Rosenthal counting chamber is especially meant for CSF cell count, which has ruled about 16 square millimeter and depth 0.2 millimeter. The count all the cells in the entire ruled area and divide the number of the cells by 3 and multiply by 0.35 to get a number of cells per millimeter cube. Tumor cells when suspected should be searched for after staining the smear of the centrifuge deposit with a Papani-Coulé stain. Count is between 10 to 100 cells per millimeter cube. In syphilis disease of CNS, central nervous system, the encephalitis, anterior poliomyelitis in chronic degenerative disease of CNS, count is between 100 to 500 cells per millimeter cube. In lymphocytic choriomeningitis, the syphilitic meningitis, TB meningitis, aseptic meningitis, acute poliomyelitis, brain tumors, the count is over 500 cells per millimeter cube. The count of 1000 or more with the predominance of lymphocyte found in the late TB meningitis. The poliomyelitis, pyogenic meningitis, influenza meningitis, brain abscesses. The CSF serves as a medium for nutrient exchange in nervous system. The CSF is usually collected by the spinal puncture. The fluid should be collected in 2 sterile tubes. A biochemical examination of CSF. Under routine biochemical examination of CSF, protein, sugar, chloride and pH reaction should be done. Protein. Normal CSF contains 15 to 45 milligram molar of protein percentage. It includes albumin and globulin in the ratio of 8:1. Test for total protein. Take 1 ml of CSF, add 3 ml of 3% sulfosalicylic acid, mix well and allow it to stand for 5 minutes. Now compare the turbidity with the usual calorimeter against a known standard. Albumin level of CSF increases in cerebral tumor and encephalitis. Test for globulin. PANDI test. It involves use of PANDIS reagent. The PANDIS reagent is prepared by dissolving 10 grams of phenol in 150 ml of distilled water. It should be clear and colorless. Pipette 2 ml of PANDIS reagent in a small test tube. Add 2 to 3 drops of clear CSF specimen. Do not mix. Observe for formation of turbidity. A bluish white ring is immediate formed in excess of globulin is present. Increase of globulin is found in complete cerebrospinal meningitis and scarred tumor. Sugar. The glucose concentration of CSF depends on the blood glucose level at the time of withdrawal of fluid and the presence of cell and organism in the fluid. Normal value is 45 to 70 milligram molar percentage. It is increased in diabetes mellitus, diabetic coma, viremia and brain tumor. Decreased amount are associated with acute meningitis, tubercle meningitis, insulin shock, viral meningitis. Test for sugar. Quantitative test. In a test tube, take 1 ml of CSF and 1 ml of benthic quantitative solution. Mix well and boil over spirit lamp. The presence of sugar deposit shows yellow to brick red color, precipitating increasing amount of sugar. Quantitative test. The quantitative estimation of CSF sugar is done in the same way as in the case of blood sugar, using 0.2 ml of CSF. Chloride. Normal value of adult 720 to 760 milligram molar percentage. Normal value of for children 625 to 670 milligram molar. The chloride level or increased in condition in which there is increase in plasma chloride level. It is decrease in TB meningitis. The test. The chloride can be estimated by titrometric method. Take 2 ml of CSF and add 3 ml of distilled water in a small conical flask and add 2 drops of 5% of potassium chromate in it. Titrate it with 0.5814% silver nitrate from a 10 ml graduated pipette till it gives red color. Calculation. The amount of chloride is equal to 1 ml of silver nitrate used for titration into 100. The pH. The normal pH of CSF is 7.4 to 7.88. It becomes acidic in acute meningitis, uremia, tubercle meningitis. The pH can be detected by pH meter or pH paper.